They disconnected our water, but the God who owns the water in the universe has supplied us water this morning.
Hello guys, welcome again back to this channel. In case it's the first time you've been here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more uploads. In today's video, this is, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I dropped a video not quite long ago explaining that the man came out. When something start like this, if it start, you go be like, so will they play? The man come and say me, see what thing Bod Enenche one. Now, from this man voice, it don't come a long way for the ministry. But wetin strike me for this video, na be say for this audio wey leaked out, everybody know say na Becky Enenche na dey talk for there. Now, she call this man, he come dey make agreement with this man, say, okay, just resign, just put in your resignation letter, I will give you package so that in any school where you go apply for, they will take you. The question is, you accused or the school accused this man for molestation and other things. Then she could talk, say, well, the man no say CCTV camera dey one corner where not they aware of. Make Jesus quick come, oh. Make Jesus just quick come, make it quick come. Because heaven is really far. It's really, really far. I don't know if the church is doing it for their own self-interest or to protect their image. We are supposed to be protecting the image of Christ, not the church. Now, everybody is just like my own property. I don't want it to be out there for people to see that what's going on. I'm heartbroken. Sometimes I just feel like sitting down at home and don't listen to all those pastors online because it's all about my church, my thing. You can never see anyone that will be so foolish. They'll say, this pastor, I've never seen someone who's as humble as this man. Even if you like, you break your head. It's so meek and lonely. Instead, you guys walk around with bodyguards, you walk around with touts. If you talk to their pastor, they want to kick you off, they want to destroy you, they want to make your life miserable. As if that will not be enough. I think I see this video now, they play for background. So the man complained. Say they even caught the water. It was out of water. But as God is God, we know they take permission before rainfall. You give the man plenty water. This is really sad, my people. Maybe don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more. Please not do another. Bye.
I've known Paul Onoja for a long time. We were in the university together. And by being here, I've known all the shady things he does. I know how Paul can come before you and Daddy and make people look bad, so that those people.
Sorry, I'm
going to.
1 minute.
I'm going to.
1 minute, please.
I'm just going to say what is happening.
No, 1 minute.
This whole issue. You said I was on the defensive.
Wait.
This whole issue
You don't want to listen.
is a gang up between Chioma and Paul.
I changed my phone, so my numbers became all mixed up. I mistakenly put an app that says they are helping you to arrange your numbers. That any number that will cost twice, they will sweep it. Instead of they deleted my numbers.
Yes,
and I couldn't get them back. So that's been the issue. So, Mr. Kochi.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't come with the lawyer again? I thought you said you wanted to come.
Yes, I'm alone.
Okay. Oftentimes when I had invited you, you tell me you prefer to come with your lawyer.
Yes.
Okay. Well, since you are here, your lawyer is not actually necessary in this meeting.
No, it's not. So, Mr. Kochi, we're all aware of what the situation is. I want to find out what's your current plan and take on the matter.
When this whole thing happened, I've maintained only one stand: to clear my name. I've labored in this place. I've worked here tirelessly. I've given my all 7 years of my most youthful life.
You worked 7 years too.
And if I'm no longer needed, they can ask me to go and I'll go. But to tie me to molestation and 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 kill my name is what I won't take. That's why I've been
that's
going.
Okay.
People will allow you to take your time.
I know. No, it's okay. Let's follow Mr. Agoji.
And I think you are just on the defense.
No, Mr. Paul, no, it's
No.
okay. Don't worry.
Just a moment, please. The board had even called the girl. We spoke with her and some other persons that corroborated what she's saying. So if you are to take it up legally, I don't think it's a battle you can win, very sincerely. But I think that is not why mommy has been very magnanimous about this matter. And I think if you are not on the defensive, you could be given a very soft landing. That's my thinking. That's my thought.
Thank you,
Well-
Mr. Paul. I just wanted to. You see, Mr. Agoji. I pushed for you to be patron.
Yes.
I saw you as very zealous and everything. If people felt no, but I felt, why not? And when the whole of this matter came up, this is my stand. All right? My stand is the cameras would not lie. There's a camera you avoided, but there was a blind spot which had a different form of camera, quite hidden, which you are not aware of. We have footages, but we don't want to bother with those angles. What I want you to do is to go and put in a resignation letter. Just calmly put in a resignation letter. You have served the school for 7 years, using a chunk of your very youthful and productive years. You wish to move on with your life and you'd like to put in a resignation. We'll be grateful if your application is favorably considered. In that light, if you have a resignation brought in, what we issue to you is an approval of your resignation, and then you are entitled to disengagement packages. If, however, you are not in agreement with what I'm discussing with you, we will give you a release letter. And the release letter comes with no packages, and you have no document to present in another school or in another workplace to say you worked in XYZ. But with a resignation letter, your resignation letter copy is with you, the agreement to your resignation is attached to you, and if you apply in another place, say, so why are you not working in Destiny Academy? You know, I resigned. Why did you resign? I want to move forward with my life. There is no how they will call the school and say, we want to confirm about one of your staff who was working with you is here with an application to work with us. What's your recommendation? Over the years, you say, oh, fine. If you find him qualified and he passes all your employment criteria, why not take him? He did a good job. We have done it. It's not one person, it's not two, it's not three. Okay, over the years, both in the church here itself and at least one of the people from the school. That's all I wanted to talk with you about that day. And I'm saying this because this is August almost ending now. Schools are recruiting, parastatals are recruiting. This is recruitment time because people normally recruit and do postings and do placements before September so that those that are relocating to a new town, relocating to a new area can relocate their children's schools and all those kind of things. So I am just speaking on your interest so that we forge a way forward. I know that's why I actually told Mr. Paul that if you wanted to come with your lawyer, you can, because I know your lawyer will be pushing you. Is it not Dunamis? take them, sue them to court. They will pay you damages. Why should they tarnish your name? There will be no such thing. There will be no damages to be paid. The church will not pay any money. Destiny Academy is autonomous of Dunamis. Destiny Academy, we run just sufficient to buy the food for the children in the school, pay the teachers' salaries, and then run on a minimum. There's no amount they will charge us that will be available. We will show the bank the account details. Where is that amount going to come from? So just tell your lawyer that this is not a path to tread for your peace of mind, for your children, for your wife and yourself, so that you can move on and forge on ahead. I had even told Mr. Paul at the very beginning of the whole matter, I said, how can you ask him to leave? Where is he leaving to? Oh yeah, go give him money for house rent so that he can move out of the house. And Mr. Paul is as strong-headed as you. You know Mr. Paul now. So it's like two heads are jamming. That's where this whole matter is. For me, the first week, when your wife met me at the staircase, I said, don't want to look into it. I've not heard. I didn't know anything about it. It was your wife meeting me at the corridor, at the staircase, that I heard that there was an issue. Well, I now called Paul. I said, what happened? What's going on? And then he gave me a brief. So I said, how can you tell them to move out of the house? Because your wife was saying that they gave you, is it 4 days to move out or 1 week to move out? I can't remember. So I told him, you can't tell somebody to just move out like that. Give him money for house rent. We brought him from the house he was renting to here. So we'll give him money to go back. If that house is still available, you should go and take that house. Then any other thing, you can sort it out. That's what I said. Then everything now turned. The next thing, Paul was telling me, you took them to police, blah, 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 blah. What is this? I've been so busy. It's Mr. Paul, he came with somebody yesterday, and then he said, hey, there's this issue we'll be wanting to see you about. I said, oh, what is it? He said, no, you come back another day. I said, today that you saw me, you better tell me. So he now said, no. That's not it. I've been trying to get him. I went there. I couldn't get him. And
you knocked several times.
Yes.
You were told.
I knocked, I shouted, I said, it's mommy, I'm not here with police, so I'm not here with anybody. Open the door. I want to have a discussion with you. But there was no answer, so I left.
We were not in the house at the time. My sister-in-law gave birth, so my wife was there with the children, and I was away. I appreciate you, Mommy, for giving me this audience. I still think that this whole thing is one-sided.
You look at me like a person that listens to DSA. I don't have that time. You don't know my schedule today.
If you see an option has been presented to you,
What I just think is,
I think that's what you
sort
should
it
work.
out.
Yes, work on that first. Then you can have an audience. She has a preaching. She may have a
I
preaching.
will
engagement.
have.
So do you understand what I mean? So work on this option. Yes or no. If yes, you go ahead. If no, then you said no.
If no, then we go ahead
Then
and
another,
go
you
our
could
own path.
now, if you want to see her on some other issues, you could seek for an appointment.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
No
Mommy.
problem. Thank you, Mr. Igoto. Thank you.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Okay.
And I said to people, if you think somebody is corrupt, it's just a little matter of time. Do you know what happened? I have a chair. Because we stay here most of the time now. So like on Sundays we go there. Somebody builds a 2-bedroom for us here on the premises. He came, he sells a certain kind of block. So he said he needs a place so that he can showcase it. So people can come and look at the sample. Yes. So when he was building, like it was almost done, and then the Holy Spirit told him to give it to us to stay in. So I kept on saying that if he had told me from the beginning, I would have been part of the construction. Because now the place is so tiny, the rooms are like this. Our clothes, everything is still in our house, so we just go there at the weekend, pick. I was even supposed to go to bring my clothes for convention, and I couldn't go. So anyway, what was I saying? In the process of what he was doing, his engineer was changing him. So he never knew until they started the work here. The work here is what exposed the man. The man has left him now. he has asked the man to go. One day he gave him a quotation and put exactly 850,000 above the required amount. You know what happened? He submitted it, the money was released to him. The next morning on his way coming to the same place, his engine knocked. He took it to the mechanic, they told it to the mechanic. The exact 850,000 was the amount required. You understand? So I said to people, I said, this place is not where you can do funny deals and get away with it.
We have seen it several.
No, it is not. There's a gentleman that was working, as we started staying here temporarily now, we now left him there to be cooking for the security and some other people that are there, my dogs and all. They will send him to the market, he will go and still collect the food on credit, and he's with the money. It didn't take like a month or so. It got exposed. So if Paul is doing shady things, it will come out, sir. It will come out.
It's not the angle I'm looking at.
So whatever it is, it will come out.
It is between Chioma and Paul, who have sworn to make me suffer.
Don't worry, you won't suffer. Will you put in your resignation letter? Then you find another good job and move into it. But the way you are taking it, true, their predictions can come to pass.
They won't, they can't.
So that's why I'm advising you.
I'm just trying to let you know what they have been doing to have caused what happened now.
It's okay, no problem. I'll find out about it.
Okay?
It will be unearthed and it will be sorted out. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And please, you've got to calm down, because if you're harboring a lot of anger and a lot of bitterness, and it's not going to help you. For the sake of your health and the sake of your eternity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Mr.
ma'am.
Paul, I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.